This week on the Spotlight, we flash back to the 1996 NBA Finals. You know those guys. And then we flash back to Sammy Sosa. Well, he looked like he was having a good time. Who else? Oh, we go back to a bar in Oak Lawn when the Bears are playing. You'll hear some interesting analysis. And then Tyson Chandler as a youngin' this week. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. From wherever Chicago's sports teams are making news, it's the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to the Ballpark Pub for trivia. Alternate Mondays at 8 p.m. June 5th, the next one. Come eat and drink and play at 514 West Pershing Road. Easy to reach. It's a great place. Fun times. See you June 5th. You've got to get to the Sock. Live Benkowski Trivia. Alternate Thursdays, 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Dr. Sherman Clay, chiropractor. Gentle adjusting. Most insurance accepted. Massage therapy, too. Walk-ins are welcome. Call 773-324-4325. That's HEAL. Dr. Sherman Clay.
Yeah, I anticipate them throwing a lot of people at me. I think that's their way of making other players step up and hurt them. And I think we proved that other players could step up, and I think they're gonna have to make adjustments from that. I'm pretty sure they're gonna stay focused, but as myself, I have to be patient. Try to force the issue, move the ball around to the open people, and hopefully we could capitalize on their double teams. And I'm anticipating seeing quite a few more people. I think Nick McMillan didn't really play that much, and I feel he's going to come back and play a little bit in the next game. But I think we're ready to face any type of defense. I think we have faced pretty much every type of defense.
Michael, can you talk about Tony?
Yeah, as you know, Tony's been struggling here in the playoffs, and I think he came out today and really gave us a big lift offensively. He made a couple big shots, and I think his confidence started to grow a little bit. And that's what it's all about, is to get some confidence where you can perform, and hopefully you can find the flow of the game. And he came in and gave us some really big minutes at a crucial time.
Is it a plan to try to work into Longley early in the game, get involved?
No, it's just a matter of getting into an offensive set, and Luke seemed to be more aggressive tonight, and we got him the ball, and he became a threat for us, and I think that's important for us and important for him. Whatever he can give us and get some of their big guys in the foul trouble would be great.
Michael, when Kemp got his 4th foul, do you think you could have exploited that a little bit better on inside?
Well, they play great help defense, so for us to go at him solely, I think really would be falling into their hands in a sense, because they move their defensive help very quickly, and we really didn't have an opportunity to get to him. And he played with a lot of care, and he didn't really make any dumb mistakes. And so you have to give him credit for leaving him in there.
Did they tire you out a little bit throwing a lot of bodies at you? Shots, I know, I'm sure a little bit.
No, I got tired at one moment in the second quarter, but for the most part, I felt good. My win felt good, and I think when you miss 8 days, you would probably be worried about the win. But I think field practice is where we did a lot of running. And the thing that was missing, I don't think was our win, was our continuity offensively. Defensively, I think we were pretty in sync, and we were very active. So I think offensively we were a little bit out of sync.
Okay, we'll just take a couple more questions.
Excuse me? I think that was a jump into a conclusion from a referee. I think Peyton was saying something about the physical play, but I'm telling him just play. This is how you play in the finals. So it wasn't really any confrontation on my part anyway. And I felt they wanted to control the situation, felt it was out of hand, but it really wasn't. Sure. The fourth quarter is the desire, execution, solid defense, maintaining the pressure, putting on the pressure, and you have to succumb to some of that pressure. Sometimes they succumbed to the pressure tonight, and we were able to build from that, and hopefully we can continue to do that, especially in the fourth quarter.
Okay, one last question for Michael.
Well, the first game is always the hardest in a sense. You never really had a good feel. I don't think we had a good feel for this team until the first game. Now we can go back and make adjustments. We see how they're matching up. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to change certain things, but at least we have something to look at and try to get ourselves prepared. Before that, we really didn't have anything to prepare on, and I think the game one to win it and know you didn't play great offensively but play great defensively, it's a plus, and hopefully we can build upon this.
It's very important. I felt pretty confident these days, and I was just waiting for one game to come as it happened tonight. I realized I got to go down a little bit more and post up to guys instead of hoping that my three-point shot's going to go in every game and start with them. So I did go down and I post up at first. After that happened, that I hit 2 3-point shots that opened up the game. From that point, I felt pretty confident.
You use the 8 days to get better physically. You use that layoff to
Those 8 days really helped me to get back in shape, because after being out with the back problem, I didn't really practice, so I lost some of the physical things, and I worked these 8 days pretty much on that and on my shooting.
Well, I think they realized throughout the game that, we're a type of basketball team that continuously build our pressure, and late in the game, our pressure was a big factor. I'm sure they realized that they didn't execute well down the stretch of the game, and that was the turning point.
According to you all, not to push the guard.
You hit that three-point shot. At that point, you said to yourself, I feel I've got it back. Give me the ball. I'm trying to see if I can score more.
He always said that.
That is right. I always say that, especially when I feel confident. It's that's not a thing to feel confident when you hit a few shots. Normally, you feel confident. You got to stay in and feel confident when the things are going wrong. That's the big thing. After hitting those shots, I will shoot any ball come to my hands.
Well, we definitely would like to do better. I think rebound is definitely the key to wins and losses. And, they were a little bit quicker than we were tonight. They got to the loose balls. We bobbled a few balls around the basket, and they were able to pick them up. But, for the most part, our defense was a big key for us. Even the times when we lost the ball, we was able to get back defensively and not let them have easy baskets. Excuse me, I don't hear you.
Any extra incentive playing against a team that drafted you and almost traded for you?
No, not really. That's something that really never crosses my mind about playing for Seattle or about being drafted to Seattle. For as the way I look at the situation is I've been a Chicago Bull my whole career.
You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early on a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Des Plaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Family Dentist, Lawrence Furland, EDS, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. They do a great job. Call 773-233-6969. 7044. Excellent work, impeccable. Call the family dentist, 773-233-7044. They did a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. Sammy Sosa's the man again for 2001. I hope they don't trade him. He talks about his feelings and money.
Well, pretty much, always happy here in Chicago. And I don't want to talk about, money or contra or whatever it is, because, this is not time. This is moment here to sacrifice myself, to be with my people, with the fan of, Chicago. And whatever happened, you have to ask my agent and, and those people upstairs. Right now, I'm very happy to be here, very pleased, and whatever happened in the future, it happened.
But they're not talking. It is big. Excuse me? But they're not talking.
Well, pretty much, still on the contract. I have another year left in my contract, and I'm going to go out there and play it out. Stay in Chicago the whole year long, and whatever happened after the year, it happened.
Were you hoping and expecting, though, that it would be taken care of by now, one way or another?
Well, fellas, the reason that I come here is because, I don't want people to think because I'm coming here, I'm looking for, anything to get done. I don't work like that. Class, and I believe in myself. I'm a type of player that, I've been doing a great job in the field, and whatever I go, could be here, could be any place, that way going to take care of it. But this is my favorite play. This is the play that I want to be to, and hey,
But do you enter the season though assuming that this could very well be your last year?
Let's wait after the year's over, and probably I'll let you know anything that happen through the year. But I just want to play the game. I want to be ready for spring training, and really tell you the truth, I don't have the right answer right now to really explain to you guys. But the sooner that I have the right answer, you will know.
You won't want the same thing to happen all this year as it happened last year.
Hey, if it happened to me, last year and I went through, I'm ready for the second year.
Sammy, you may win going somewhere else. You may make more money going somewhere else. But do you think that you would be as this popular and find a city as enjoyable as this one if you went somewhere else?
I got to give it credit to Chicago. They've been so great to me. So beautiful people here that love me. I love people, the city of Chicago. But I don't know what's going to happen. The money, is not an issue for me. I just want to know, I think, right now we are, or they are, we see what's going to happen. I don't have, like I said before, the right answer. But I don't think so the money, that's an issue for me.
Well, you always said money was respectable, so it's apples and oranges.
Did I say that?
Yes.
When?
Last year, all the time. Would you feel
No, I never talk about money.
You needed respect, and if they're not going to...
I never talk about money. I always talk about years in my contract.
Let's talk respect then.
Well, I've been respect. All you guys that are here for me. Thank you very much.
To the country.
Well, like you say, I don't know what's going to happen. I might do, I might not.
Sammy, have you put a timetable though, so it doesn't become distracting, so it doesn't become a pain during the season?
Hey, the soon the season starting, you know what I mean. I'm gonna be here, finish my year here, and whatever happen after the year happen. Right now, I don't have no time for myself. I've been so respect from the Trivian Company and the Chicago organization, in my party. So, but right now, I really, I'm not thinking about that. Right now, I'm thinking about be happy and play my game the way it is, and whatever happen, whatever I go, I'm gonna do my job.
Sammy, though, are you concerned?
Even in Japan.
What about the money that you saw? What kind of money Alex signed for? You saw the kind of money Manny Ramirez signed for. What was your reaction to those huge money deals those guys got?
Wow, I just only say God bless America, Jesus, Alex deserves all the money that he can get, and Manny too. They will open the market, for those players that are coming in. And
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alton, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget the Illinois Lottery, too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. You've got to get to the Sock Live Binkowski Trivia, alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great game, great people. Check out the Sock. I think you'll be glad you did when you go to my trivia game every other Thursday. 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Papa Joe's new location, 5900 West 111th Street. Italian beef, tetrazzini, great pizza, Parmesan, ravioli, and more. All my classic choices. New location, and they can still deliver into the city. Get to Papa Joe's. All right, a crappy start to the game. Adrian Peterson making Chris Conti look like a child. Get away from me, son. As he proceeds to blast deep into Bears territory, the Vikings got out to a 14-0 lead in the first. We're enjoying the atmosphere here at George's, but not the score. So let's find out what fans are thinking. Tell us your name and what you think of George's Bar.
My name's Bobby. I like George's Bar a lot. I love the atmosphere here. A lot of Bears fans, a lot of good people. It's great, except for the score, like you said. If we could be doing a little better, this first quarter is kind of kicking us in the butt. But still, the people here are great. The atmosphere is great, and we're having some good times.
Yes, there's a lot of game left to catch up. I think a sustained drive would be a good thing, and maybe a turnover.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. Maybe, if we tackle Adrian Peterson once or twice, that would be a good thing, too, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people bouncing off him. A lot of people going for the high arm tackle. What's the matter here?
I don't know. He kind of looks like the guy that we're wearing his jersey today. He's looking like him today a little bit. I don't know. I don't want to elevate him to that status, but he's looking pretty good. I don't know if it's us making him look that good, or maybe he just is that good. I don't know.
It's time for the Bears to channel their own guy. And the way he used to dominate the Vikings, maybe say a little prayer on the sideline and get Walter to shine down some goodness or sweetness, because they need it.
Yeah, good call, good call. We need something. We need a kick in the butt.
Second quarter, the Bears at least on the move a little bit because Mr. Marshall catches everything, no matter how many defenders are on him, and this leads to Alshon Jeffrey on the receiving end, and it's 14-7 Minnesota's lead at the half. So we're at halftime, and the Bears showed signs of life in that quarter. They cut the lead to 14-7. I'm encouraged. Let's find out what the fans are thinking here at George's. Tell us your name and what you thought of the second quarter.
My name is Wally Namanis from the Southside Evergreen Park. I think the Bears need a little bit of a better offensive line, maybe, and get stuff going. Maybe we'll get another touchdown in the second half sometime and go from there. I don't know,
Well, I think maybe a stern halftime talking to, maybe a few tweaks The defense was good in the second quarter, but I think they got to mix the play calling up a little better. What do you think?
I agree with that. Sounds good.
And what do you think of this bar, George's Bar?
George is my first time here for a Bears game. Nice, strip cars galore. It's a nice place. Thanks for having me here, guys.
Excellent. All right, well, we will have more analysis as we get into the third and fourth quarter. But people certainly have perked up here at halftime now that the Bears are on the board. As we wrap up halftime discussion, we're going to find out why people come here, because it is a great gathering place. What's your name and why do you like George's?
My name's Vicky, and it's a great family-friendly atmosphere.
Go Bears, take the cup.
We didn't mean that.
And you're expecting the Bears to make a comeback in the second half, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Looking like a true football.
You better edit that.
It's all clean, I think. Well, I'll have to listen to the tape.
There you go.
You've got to get to Jack's. 3325 Ridge Road in Lansing. Trivia every Tuesday at 7 p.m. A very intense competitive game. Any of half a dozen teams can win. My game show at Oliver's gets better and better. At 6100 West 159th Street in Oak Forest. Live trivia alternate Thursdays at 7 p.m. Have great food, great drink, and great trivia at Oliver's. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Trivia will be at the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great food, great drink, great people. Everything great. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. You've got to get to Lulu's. They got it all. Italian beef, hot dogs, burgers, chicken, gyros, fish, salad, subs, ribs, and more. It's at Taylor and Ogden, 2200 West. It's a good place with an extensive menu and a friendly staff. We'll see you at Lulu's, maybe when it's warm out. By the time you're watching this, the Bulls have headed out on their lengthy early 05 road trip. The tradition of this road trip used to be captured quite well by Horace Grant back in the day, and he would run down the teams and talk about that punk Gary Payton, who was then in Seattle, things of that nature. We're going to have to find the new person who will emerge as the road trip analyst. But those stops, of course, include New Jersey, Miami, Dallas, Houston, and Minnesota, but spread out over a 2-week span with the only back-to-back, the Texas stretch. So not as stressful as some other road trips, particularly the Circus one in November. And we all know what happened there. So let's find out who the analyst will be and run down those games and a little projection about what might happen. You're going to New Jersey to start that trip. What's the first thing you think of when you think of New Jersey?
We got to get a win there. We came in here and got 2 wins that we felt like we let slip away. So those are 2 wins we got to get. Or a win we got to get.
Okay. How about Miami?
Fun city, sunshine.
Get there a little bit early, right?
Yeah, be ready to play.
Okay. Dallas.
Dallas is running gun. When you say Dallas, I think of the Mavericks, and I think of them being running gun.
So you would try to set a pace, a slower pace?
You don't necessarily try to set a slower pace. You just try to slow them down.
Okay. How about Houston?
Yao Ming.
Okay. And the trip ends at Minnesota.
KG.
And you'll be doing some bumping with that man.
Definitely be doing some bumping.
And he doesn't like bumping?
I think he likes it.
Oh, yeah? So what's the trick to stopping him?
I don't know if there is a trick. You just got to try to slow him down.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now that you've got a couple of these under your belt, I would like to get a little breakdown on this road trip. You're starting with New Jersey. What's your first thought when you think of the Nets?
Good team. They have one of the best point guards, in the league, and Vince Carter running the wing. So it's going to be a tough team to beat. They're playing at home. So, we're going to try to take them one game at a time and, hopefully come out there with a victory.
You owe them a little because they came in here and got you.
Yeah, they stole one from us. It was we had a pretty good game going, and they fought hard, didn't give up, and unfortunately for us, they got the win here. So we definitely owe them one. We should come out and play hard and try to get the victory.
Okay, after that you go to Miami. I guess that's obvious.
Yeah, it's a big game for us. It's a great test. We have a really good team. And they're right at the top at our division. So it's definitely going to be a good test for us. We're going to come out and play hard.
And then you go to Dallas. What do you think of when you think of the Mavericks?
Great offensive team. So we definitely have to bring it defensively, in order to win that game and to slow down their offensive power. They have a lot of talent. So we definitely have to bring it defensively.
And a team that has struggled in the past, but they're much better, Houston.
Yeah, whenever you have a guy in T-Mac and Yao Ming, two great superstars, they can put up big numbers on any given night. So you definitely have to be ready to play, and they're playing at home again. So we definitely have to bring the intensity.
Now, you finished the road trip with Minnesota. Now, you already got those guys. They got a grudge match on their hands.
Yeah, that's a lot of talent on all of those teams. But, Minnesota definitely has a lot of talent. They're in the Western Conference. So, defensively, we want to be prepared to play on all these games on the road. So, it's going to be a tough match for us.
We wish you the best.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
I have a possibility if baseball realigns. Just mix it all up and go with geography. Starting in the Northeast, you've got Toronto Blue Jays, Boston Red Sox, the Yankees, the Mets, and the Philadelphia Phillies, all playing super local. Then in the Southeast, you got the Baltimore Orioles, the Washington Nationals, the Tampa Bay Rays, the Miami Marlins, and the Atlanta Braves. That's your Southeast group. And then in the Mideast, you got Pittsburgh, you got the Indians, Cincinnati, Detroit, and Milwaukee, but there's still 15 teams left. Closer to home in the Midwest, you've got the White Sox and the Cubs playing all the time. You got the Minnesota Twins, you got your St. Louis Cardinals and Kansas City Royals battling over in Missouri. In the California division, isn't this a natural? You got Oakland and the Giants, you got the Dodgers and the Angels, and the Padres down the road a piece. And there's only 5 other teams, so you got to stick them together. You got Seattle, you got the Rockies, you got Arizona, and then your Texas teams, the Rangers and the Astros. I don't know how I thought of it, but it's all geography. See you next week. You've got to get to McKell's for my trivia game Wednesday, June 7th at 7:30 p.m. It's located at 3259 West 111th Street, just west of Kedzie in beautiful Mount Greenwood. Very fun place. Come check it out. You'll be glad you did. You've been watching the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Perfect Pitch located at 108th and Kedzie. Take your vehicles there for great repairs. This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing, 708-396-1010.